want to talk just a little bit about challenges, just a little bit about the future, kind of what I see on the horizon. We're going to have a set of external pressures, and we're going to have a set of internal pressures, I think, that are going to come together and propel us into maybe not a different direction, but into a higher trajectory. And quite frankly, I'm pretty excited about it. On the national level, ESEA, Elementary and Secondary Education Act, most likely will be reauthorized. That's what's formerly been known as No Child Left Behind. I think that'll probably happen sometime after the first of the year. And I think we're going to see pretty dramatic changes to that law, and I think we're going to see standards that have increased quite dramatically. Kansas State Department of Education, I think we're going to begin to see in this new accreditation model, once again, standards increasing and some external pressure to begin looking at things a little bit differently. International assessments, you're hearing more and more about how the United States stacks up against other countries internationally on international assessments. And I'm a believer that if you were to take just Blue Valley students or even Johnson County students and compare how they do internationally with other countries, that we would fare very, very well. But I don't have the data at this point to be able to really make that claim. So we're going to be thinking through that and working on that, but we want to be able to compare internationally. We'll have that pressure as well. Common Core, you're hearing a lot about Common Core right now. Common Core, in its simplest sense, is raising standards at grade levels to where, quite frankly, standards that used to be at the 5th grade level are now going to be at the 4th grade level. And it's just ratcheting everything up another notch. That's another external pressure that we're going to deal with, I think, in a very positive way, and the end result will be good for our kids here in Blue Valley. Recent elections, let me just mention that the face of the legislature looks like it's going to be very different next year than it has been in the past. I'm an optimist. I'm committed to working with those that have been elected to see what we can do to enhance state support for K-12 education in Kansas, and particularly for schools in Johnson County and for the Blue Valley School District. Another external pressure that we really don't control, but we're going to intervene and work with folks in a very, very positive way to hope that good things happen. Internal pressures, our own strategic plan, we have kind of upped the ante somewhat. You're going to see us striving for higher and higher standards and stretching more and more as we get deeper and deeper into this strategic plan. I think you're going to see more emphasis on what DeFore would call his question number 4. What do we do when kids already know it, or what do we do when kids learn it really, really quickly? I think we're going to take this personalized student learning concept and really take a hard look at how can we differentiate in the classroom so that indeed each and every one of our kids is feeling challenged every day. What I'd like to see personally is boredom eradicated, from our vocabulary. For when students go home. You've got kids, and it's frustrating when the kids come home and, and say, well, I was bored today or whatever. It's hard for me to believe, but if they're saying that, maybe there's a hint of truth to it, and we want to eradicate that. We want an exciting learning experience for each and every one of our kids each and every day. Just want to mention that I believe we're up to the challenge, and there's no other group of people that I would rather be a part of to meet these challenges head on and to propel us to that new trajectory, because I absolutely believe it's going to happen. I think it's going to be positive, and I think we are set to take that next step. So I think we just need to fasten our seatbelts and be ready to go.